All right, ladies and gentlemen, the censorship issue in Wuthering Waves has reached a bit of a peak in the past couple of hours because boy, oh boy, we've all heard news, right, about the crazy things that have occurred to, of course, Cancerilla's model, right? The whole issue with this, essentially just a line in the fabric, and again, this is just from a 3D model, so just don't be weird about it. It's just a line in the seam of the undergarments or pants that she's wearing. That has basically been removed. And then you also had the addition of fleur-de-lis with her spats, right? On the right is what it looks like right now. On the left is what it looked like before. Do keep in mind that real world clothing actually looks like the stuff on the left. And to deny that is kind of like just implying that you've never seen a woman wearing clothes in real life before. Anyways, we're all gacha players, so that shouldn't come as too much of a surprise to other people. But this whole issue with censorship has kind of reached a bit of a peak because boy, oh boy, people have taken this issue and actually started running with it. There has been an individual who's been posting some pictures on Reddit of some advertisements across the various Play stores across the globe, citing this as an example of some of the censorship that is to come, showing Camellia over here on the left in all of her regular baseline glory. We even have her pulled up in the Tower of Adversity to show you all herself, right? It's the same photo. On the left is the same photo to what we have in the game, right? We basically already confirmed that. And what some people are thinking is that based off the recent censorship wave that we've had to fleur-de-lis, as well as Cantarella, some updates over there, they're believing that what's actually on the right, which has been taken very recently from a Play Store or potentially even like an App Store ad, is what the future state of this unit is going to be. And boy, oh boy, when you post something like that, and then we can see it as well in the active advertisements, and we can see that Cantarella's a bit more covered up, and she's covered up on the Google Play stores right now, and then we're seeing the moderators of the Wuthering Waves subreddit deleting the post and making sure that, it's not getting any more traction, and people are saying things like, holy shit, this needs to be addressed ASAP. And of course, mods are suppressing any discussion about the issue. Time to pack, boys. And then we're going ahead, right? And we're bringing in all those links. And then we're downvoting the post about the mods. And we're even going on to Steam to complain about the censorship issues. Man, this looks like it's going to be a pretty goddamn big issue that's going to strike fear into the hearts of many players. A lot of people are going to look at what's in the game right now and believe that this isn't going to be what's in the game in the future. She's going to be a lot more covered up, wearing basically what looks like, I'm going to be real here, this design that we're being showed over here is like not very good. It looks like she's wearing like a breastplate. She looks like a Spartan warrior about to go into battle, and definitely isn't the Camellia that a lot of people pulled for back in the day. A lot of people are threatening things like refunds, right? Kuro is definitely making a huge mistake over here. This is not the product that we originally pulled on, but this is the thing. It's actually a little bit overstated. And the reason for that is pretty simple. Different Play stores might have different regulations on what they're allowed to show when it comes to the outward advertising. And it doesn't actually impact what's being shown in the game. The biggest example that I have to show for you right now is actually from the Play stores of both Apple and Google that I actually have open right now. In the Google Play Store, you'll see that Cantarella's a lot more covered up, right? It's basically the same exact photo that we're seeing over here. She definitely has a much different design. Longer shorts, more clothing up here, and it definitely isn't what she even looks like in game. But on the Apple Play Store, this is what we see. Of course, right? We see Cantarella in her current baseline design with, all the more revealing aspects, the shorter shorts, and then, we all know what's going on over here. And then we have a full picture view of Camellia, who's still wearing her original outfit. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's really where the differentiation is coming from. It's probably just a Play Store regulation that we have going on. Games like Nikke, games like Brown Dust 2, games like Snowbreak, they'll do a very similar thing to what we're seeing on Cantarella over here and what we're seeing for Camellia over here. They'll put a modified, more conservative outfit for specific units that in game actually look a lot more different. And obviously, right, a lot more revealing. And this is the thing, right? You might be thinking, oh, Saint, why do we just have to take your word for it? Doesn't this mean that WuWa is just going to go with what the new models are? They're going to cover up Cantarella a lot more. They're going to cover up Camellia a lot more. And then we're going to have units like Shorekeeper and probably like Jinxie and Carlotta next on the list. Well, this is the thing. And this hopefully is the answer that will make everything a lot more clear to everybody when it comes to this issue. This is a post way back in the day. Wuthering Waves, iOS users who want to play. It's currently being promoted on the App Store, so this might be your chance to try it. You can get your strongest Tsubaki, I don't know what that means, character, and there are tons of events, so make sure to have fun. By free advertising and recruitment, Twitter translated it, or Googled it. They tried their best. It kind of makes sense. And you're going to see over here the same exact advertising. The same exact advertising and the same exact model that people on Reddit are currently freaking out about. This is literally the same photo. It is literally the same photo. You see it over here as well. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what I want to focus on. Look at the date. November 18th, 2024. Which was essentially the release of Camellia for the very first time. And so what this means is we made sure to do the digging. We made sure to do the work. This issue that we're seeing censored on the subreddit is probably actually getting censored for a good reason. The mods are actually doing a great job by limiting the discussion over here, but I did wish that they provided some sort of proof, some sort of evidence. Maybe this video can help because it's pretty simple by now. If this is what was shown on Camellia's initial banner, and she's looked, well, like this live and ever since she was released, and in every single trailer and in every single gameplay video, this is probably what she's going to stay as. I've always been a person that said, I don't think her model is that crazy. You know, obviously there is like a lot of skin showing, but you know, the essential bits are covered and it's not like it's like overtly super crazy. It's like her back. I mean, have any of you guys been to like, there are crop tops that people just wear regularly in real life that show more skin than this. It's not that deep. Her model isn't that crazy. And then even when like, she has like the same seam that Cantarella got censored for right there, and she still has them. So it's like her, like maybe I just highlighted that for removal. So if it gets removed, you can blame me. But yeah, her model overall isn't really even that insane. And so I never found an actual reason to believe all these claims that they were going to go ahead and do all of this additional censoring. And so she's there. That's what she looks like. That's what she's been looking like. But then on her release, this is what the ads in the Play Store look like. And so for those concerned, right, about further censorship, for those concerned that this is the initial updates that we had to Cantarella are going to like snowball into something crazy and just start quote unquote ruining the game, well, don't necessarily use the Play Store ads as evidence. Don't necessarily look at, you know, all of these different links that you're going to be seeing. I'm 99% sure there are going to be some covert Hoyo shills. I don't actually know what they're affiliated with, but there's likely going to be a lot of AstroTurfers, a lot of people that are going to go in and use this narrative that, oh, Kuro's going to start scamming you and like adjusting all of your past purchases and making everything worse. Oh, they're going to start covering up all the characters and stuff, because I do think it's just a part of the outward marketing that's done in the Play Stores. Like I said, games like Nikke, Brown Dust, Snowbreak, they all do the same exact thing, and Wuthering Waves has already done the same exact thing. And so, yes, masterful move by the mods. Keep this thread locked. It is a great way for us to control the drama over here. We've got all the proof, all the evidence. This tweet hasn't been updated at all. It's by, you know, what I would assume is, I bet Mac Love is a pretty authentic guy. And that's what it looked like when Camellia was released. So don't flip too much about this. Don't flip too much about this. This is not what it looks like on the surface. It's just the advertising. It's just the marketing. You'll be able to keep whatever you have in game moving forward. Hopefully. Hopefully. And so if it does get updated, if it does get changed to match what's in there, I'll apologize. We'll address it then. We'll raise a really, really big issue then. But from what I've seen, from the proof and the evidence that people have been bringing into the discussion, right? Using this comparison over here that's in CN as like the biggest driver, I don't think that there's actually a lot of glue here. And I do think that this is something that is being blown way out of proportion by potentially a malicious party or simply those that don't have full information regarding the issue. There's a lot of people that have very, very high sensitivity following the censorship that's already been done to the game. So let's wait and see what further actions are before freaking out too much. I don't think it's actually that deep. And so with that, let me know what you all think. Peace.